Well, good morning. It's a really fresh, sort of greyish day, but fresh and gorgeous this morning. So I want to just talk to you about the word "so what." So many times when we're talking about messages, etc., we're always sort of thinking about the customer's point of view and going, so what, so that we can get deeper into our message. The reason we use the word so what is, I'll slow down because I'm jiggling all over the place. The reason we use the word so what is so that we can not just take the surface thing that we're coming up with as the first thing and the only thing, but to just dig a little deeper behind that so what, so that we can find a little bit, like, for instance, you want to help transform people's lives and do good work in the world. Well, so what? So what then takes you to go, well, who's that for? What's that doing, etc. So that so what question is so powerful. But it's also a great question when you have to go deeper and contemplate. And if you get stuck in that sort of depth of contemplation and you need to get yourself out and into action. Because as I was walking around here this morning, I was thinking about the word action and what it really means. And I was on the radio, I was listening to the radio on the way to the school run, and they were talking about Elon Musk and all the incredible things that he is doing in the world, and his capacity as a human to think outside the box and to create incredible sort of opportunities is beyond. And I feel myself kind of feeling, gosh, what would it be like for me to just be outside the box, to have that much more capacity? And then I could feel myself going, oh gosh, I haven't got enough capacity. You know what these things are like. And then I had that moment where it was kind of like, you know what, the daisy and the sunflower are both really important in the garden. If you had a field of daisies and a field of sunflowers, you'd see them both as beautiful. So whether it's an Elon Musk or whether you're just starting out and trying to find your way, there's a space for you to blossom and shine and bloom. So let's get that one out of the way so we don't suddenly start thinking that we're not enough, as it were. So where do we take that once we've kind of thought about it? Once we realise that actually I'm ready to get started, I'm ready to do this, and to sort of move forward and to get past some of the blocks that I have put in the way of action. Because some of those blocks are things like, well, what is the right way to move forward? What is the right way to get clients? What is the right course to take? What is the right message for me to do? And I think the what gets completely in the way of the so what, okay? So the reason why you've probably needed to do so much work on yourself, and this mindset is going to come up with you all the time. Every time you get a new level, I call it, you get a new devil to deal with, which is just that place in yourself where you didn't even realise existed. It was kind of like another block, or you kind of realise that you've been creating the same income for about the last sort of 3 or 4 years, and you're like, no matter what I've done, I seem to be back at square one. I've got a thermostat issue. So been in both of these places. So when I kind of reflected back and I did this contemplation, and I really got sort of, deeper into behind those fears, behind what was going on there, etc., and some of the shifts that can happen. It's not so I can go back there because it's such a nice feeling to step off the bus. It's such a nice feeling to be in that transformative space where you just open yourself up and you see insight and you see new spaces. It's such a nice feeling that you want to stay there and live there. But you're having those insights so that you can come back into the world with that insight, with those gifts, with those talents, with that new wisdom, and so that you can share it. So the action comes after. It's all part of the circle. Creativity and contemplation is all part of the same circle. We need one, we need the other. It's the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the action and the reflection. So you need both of those things. So what is a great one to level us, to kind of go, why am I doing this? What's going on? How am I getting this out in the world? How am I communicating this to people? And the so that is very, very powerful, because all of that is so that you can be a better customer service, better conduit, better vessel, so that you can help people better, so that you can actually build the income and the business that you deserve to build, and that I deserve to build. So when you're thinking this morning, take the what and the why and the how, etc., and put a so in front of it. Because if you put the so in front of it, that is going to help you to move it to the next stage and the next level, and you won't get stuck in just the detail of the contemplation or even what you should create. So I hope that's helpful. I'd love to know your thoughts. I will be running back to the car now so I can get ready for the day. Have a great one. Bye bye.